My life on the X list.
Hey there, what's up YouTube? It's me, the Diva X, and it is 1/1/2015. Welcome to a new year. Welcome to a start of something great, hopefully for everyone. Yeah, so New Year's, what'd you guys do? What did I do? Nothing. Actually, I did something. It was quite a festive evening with me and a few friends, and we just had a nice little soiree here at Mikasa, and we watched the J-Lo special, HBO special that was happening, and we rung in the new year. Okay, so why near the new year there was no like good performances? Like in the last 10 minutes, there was no like good performances to kind of get you turned up, but that's all right. We turned ourselves up. And did a countdown, said cheers, and then we laughed our night away watching comedy. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of like I know everyone likes to be out and partying for the new year. I don't really care where I'm at when it's the new year, as long as I'm with people who one I can stand and two that I care for. Because I have tried many different modes and different styles of celebrating New Year's. And really, that's the two determining factors. I don't care where I am. I could be out. I could be home. I could be, it doesn't matter. I could be at the movies, wherever. I don't know if the movies is open. I don't know why I've never did that. I've never said that. But the thing is, I feel you have to be with people whom you want to be around. You have to be. Ooh, I just burped. Excuse me. That's like the biggest thing, at least for me. And so I did that, and I was very content with how I rang in my New Year's. No complaints. I have the hiccups now. Sorry, I'm trying to not. So yeah, this is the start of 2015. Very excited. I have a lot of things going on in my head that I hope to accomplish within the in the near future here. Not necessarily that you guys see, that you guys may see, or that it may be promoted, but just kind of things in my life outside of the drag arena, if you will. And so I'm very excited about those things. I'm very excited about 2015. I need to make a list of those things and like make that list and check it twice and, cross them off as I'm doing them, because there's a lot of things. There's a lot. And that's the beauty of it. That's kind of the beauty of 2015 for me. And I feel like it's gonna be good. I feel like it's gonna be a good thing. I watch and listen to and read a lot of more so than not recently, a lot of like get your life stuff, and hearing people's stories, hearing people's encounters, hearing people's kind of moments in life. And I actually heard one today, which is the first, and it's kind of has to go back to the codependency thing that I was talking about. And we're not going to keep this too deep because it is the New Year video, and I want to then talk about some other things really quick, but I just wanted to get this out because it really resonated with me when I heard it, and I was like, oh, bitch, get your life. So I was listening to, who was it? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was a girl. Who was it? The voice will come to me at some point, and then I will let you guys know who it was. But just being a nurturer by nature, we tend, and I feel like I've said this in my life, and I feel like I've said this before, but we tend to, be fixers for things that aren't made for us to fix, or we try to fix things that aren't things for us to fix. But because we are that nurturing person, we go out of our ways to find those individuals that need that fixing, need that nurturing, need that fixing. If let's leave it at fixing. There's many words that we could probably plug into that. And we push and we pull and we do these things until they achieve whatever it is they're achieving or not, and then we're left still with trying to help people who no longer need our help, or we're still trying to help people who don't want our help. And I just thought that was, bitch, where you been at? Because I realized, and I know that I know I've been a helper. I know I've been that type of a person. I know that I've identified myself as that. I get it. I understand it. I know that about myself. However, I didn't really get the aftermath part through my noggin until I heard it expressed in that way. And so I really just kind of, it was like, bitch, get your life. Like, to me, it was that get your life moment, because I feel like that is a long time story about how my life has been, at least for the past 10 years. And trust me, I'm not saying that these relationships or friendships that I've been in have been a strain for me or been anything other than the fact that I've wanted to be in those types of relationships. And when I use the word relationships, I don't mean boyfriend girlfriend. I don't mean boyfriend boyfriend. I don't mean fucking. I mean relationship. Like, you have a relationship with people. You have a relationship with your mother. You have a relationship. So the relationship word, strictly for what it means, not necessarily an intimate relationship. So, and I feel like I've had these relationships with people who, I'm not going to say take. I don't say take, but will accept, and accept what you're serving, and accept without giving in return, and that's okay. And I don't, and that's the other part of it. I don't do things to get things in return. I think I started off the last video that I recorded as saying I'm genuinely a nice person. I really want my friends. I really want people to do well and be successful and be but I also feel like at some point she got to focus on her. And I don't feel like I really, really have. Like, don't get me wrong. I do things for myself. But I really feel like I've been everyone else's cheerleader for a very long time. And I've cheered myself on. I'm not going to say that I haven't. But really going for things. Really pursuing careers or pushing through things that, that have got them down. Or, all this stuff. Like, I feel like I've gone through things and not necessarily got that from most people. And then once they get to a point where they've achieved whatever it is or pushed through whatever it is, they disappear. And that's okay, because that's more a reflection on me, I feel. And maybe I'm wrong, but this is 2015, bitches. And with all these realizations, and why did I barely realize this stuff? I don't know. But I'm glad that I have. And I'm not mad about it. That's the thing. And I wanted to be very clear because, you guys, I've lived my life on this platform for a very long time. I've made videos for a very long time, dating back to, I don't even know, years. And so you've seen some of these people in my videos, and I don't regret. I have absolutely no regrets. I'm not saying they're horrible people. I'm not saying that that's, it's a bad thing. I'm just saying there was no realization about what I was doing until recently. Actually, until today, until I heard her say what she said. I forget who it was. 2015 is going to be very different in that way. And, I don't even really know what to say about it. Just bring it on, bitches, because it's on. I already have plans on focusing on myself as well as the drag stuff. Don't get me wrong. To me, I've been doing drag for some time. And even with that, even with like up and coming queens that I'm really rooting for, I really want to do well. At this point, I'm not tired of helping people out, but I just feel like it's a little much. I've made myself available to many queens that want to be successful, who want to, and I've tried to give advice, and not because I'm trying to be, telling them how to run their life, but bitch, I've been doing this for some time. I've been a promoter. I've been running shows. I've been, doing my own gigs for many a years. I mean, let's tell it how like it is. And so I'm not necessarily. This curl is bothering me. And people want to do and be what they want to be on their own terms, and that's fine. I don't have to I don't have to share my advice. I don't have to give you key tips and tricks. I don't have to do any of that. And I really feel like I'm not anymore. I'm just kind of like, girl, get your life. And so I just kind of like, I'm gonna do me. And a lot of people have been hitting me up about things that are happening, going on in 2015, even the New Year's stuff, and I really, honestly, I have no responses. I can't worry about and respond to everybody's everything. What my opinion is about certain things is not relevant to what's going to happen, because it's going to happen. So it's, to me, it's just, everyone to each their own. Kudos to you. If you shoot an arrow and it goes real high, then hooray for you. That's how I feel about it. And if not, then if not. It is what it is. And so I just kind of feel like, here we are, 2015. Let's do this, yo. So I feel like I've just not wasted, but I just really kind of went somewhere that I probably didn't really want to go with this whole video. But I did want to wrap this video up with the music, because you guys know I've talked about music many a times in my life, on this video, on my life on the X List, and I love me some music. And I must say, there's 2 albums that I have been on heavy rotation. Actually 3. I'm gonna give you 3. Okay, so obviously Nicki Minaj, Pink Print. I really've come to love her songs on this album. I mean, and I'm not saying I didn't like any of her songs before. I have all her CDs. I'm not saying that I'm just becoming a fan. I've always supported Nicki Minaj, even though Lil' Kim's my bitch. I've always supported Lil' Kim. I've always supported Nicki Minaj, and I've always, we've done CD release shows for her. And this album is just completely different. For me, in my brain, it's completely different. She's hitting on a level that is just like speaking to my soul. And it's a really good album. She put out this little movie, which I've been recommending to everyone watch, at least to get a sample of what you can get on this new CD, The Pink Print. The movie is called The Pink Print. It's about 19 minutes long. It incorporates 3 of her songs off the CD, which are amazing songs. Now, granted, there's other songs that sound way different on this album than what you'll get in the movie. But in hearing those 3 songs as they are presented with the video to go along with, I really fell in love with those 3 songs. But in addition to the art of the movie that they made with the videos, or with the songs, because I really feel like I love that shit. I love artists getting creative. I love artists, stepping out and doing more, hawking that CD, getting that music out there, because you want me to like something and pay for something of yours, you gotta make me like it. You gotta make me work for it. Like, you gotta work for that, okay? So I really feel like Nicki Minaj has really hit a home run with this CD. There are different flavors of music on this CD. There are different tracks. But the collection of work as a whole, I think I've skipped through maybe 2 songs on the album altogether. Like, there's 2 songs that just kind of I don't want to listen to. But it's like a 22 CD or 2019 something. It's a long ass album. So it's a full on experience of Nicki Minaj. And so to have only 2 albums that I skip through, I'm cool with that. Especially that ratio is really good with me. The second album, obviously, there's lots of controversy. Actually, let's save the best for last. The second album is Jennifer Hudson, J-Hud album. I think I've talked about it. I feel like I just had a deja vu moment. But I am an R&B bitch at my heart. I love me some R&B, some good R&B, some real good R&B, old school R&B, if you will. This album gives me that. There's some new school stuff. It's new school vibe, but it really just gives me a good old R&B album. Much like Tamar's album, it's very R&B. It's very, I can put it on and listen to it on rotation. I probably know all the lyrics to the song. There's one song on that album that I do skip because it's the churchy one. I think she has a choir in it, if I recall. When I'm trying to, get it going, that's the song I probably skip. And it's not that I hate the song; it's just usually not conducive to my mojo at the time, so I skip it. So a J Hud album, it's really, really good. If you have a chance, take a listen to that. And of course, last but not least, the queen of everything, Madonna, Rebel Heart. Download it. 6 tracks. 6 tracks. Is it 6 tracks that have been released? There's lots of leaks. I'm not saying don't listen to them, but I'm saying respect Madonna and don't listen to them. Let's not make eye contact about that. Because if you're a Madonna fan, like I'm a Madonna fan, not listening to them is kind of not an option. So I understand that. I'm not saying that I have, and I'm not saying that I haven't. However, the 6 tracks that you can get right now available on iTunes that Madonna did release are flippin' amazing. Ghost Town is my number 1 track. So have a little listen. We'll get into Madonna more as more Madonna comes out officially. And until then, I didn't talk about Madonna enough, but Ghost Town, that song, it brings tears to my eyes. I've literally cried the first time I heard it, and on loud. I heard it when I downloaded it on my computer, and I was like, oh, that's a good song. But when I bumped it through my house system on the highest level possible, I was in tears. So take a listen. We'll talk about more about Madonna when we get more about Madonna. So until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope here we go, 2015. Let's go get 'em. Wow.